From creepy children to cursed jewels, here are 4 forgotten legends and myths you might not know. The Green Children of Woolpit. In 1191, something strange happened in the English village of Woolpit. 2 children who had never been seen before appeared in the middle of the town. They were both around 10 years old and dressed in strange clothing. They didn't speak English and seemed to have no idea where they were. Villagers took them in, but soon realized there was something very strange about them. Their skin was green, not just a little green either, but the same shade as emeralds. The children also seemed to be thriving on nothing more than milk, meaning that for at least some of the time they were in England, they weren't eating any solid food. There was no explanation for how 2 children could survive on milk alone, nor were villagers able to find out where they came from or why their skin was green. After a few months, the girl suddenly got better, stopped being green, and started speaking English. She was never seen again after she disappeared into the woods one day. The boy, however, remained green until his death. Some say he was the Antichrist, while others believed he was cursed or perhaps even an alien. The Man in the Iron Mask. One of history's greatest mysteries is that of the man who sat in an iron mask for over 30 years. The story goes back to 1669 when a man was brought to the Bastille prison in Paris and locked up in a cell. He was never allowed out except for 1 hour of exercise a day, and then only in an iron mask. Despite all efforts to discover his identity, no one knew who he was or why he was imprisoned. All anyone knew was that he was extremely important. People speculated that he was a member of the French nobility who had fallen out of favor with the king, but it was never confirmed. The man's identity was a secret until well after his death. Even then, no one knew for sure who he was. It wasn't until 1910 that a key was found to the iron mask, which was opened to reveal the skeleton of a man wearing a nightcap, though the man's identity remains unknown. The most likely theory is that he was Jacques Clement, a man who plotted to assassinate the Sun King, Louis XIV, the Vanishing Island. In 2000, the world was shocked when an uninhabited island mysteriously vanished. Just 3 years earlier, the island of Bermeja had been charted and marked on official Brazilian maps, but somehow between those 2 years, the island simply disappeared. What makes this case so strange is that the island was huge. We're talking over 40 square miles, which is larger than New York City. So how could such a big island just vanish? While we don't know what really happened to the island of Bermeja, there are some theories. One is that global warming melted the island away, but there's no evidence to support this claim. Another is that it was a trick played by Allied forces during World War II, but that theory is also unfounded. Perhaps the truth is that the island of Bermeja never actually existed at all. The curse of the Hope Diamond. For hundreds of years, one of the most famous diamonds in the world has been cursed. The Hope Diamond is a 45.52 carat blue diamond, and while most people think it's beautiful, some believe it brings bad luck to anyone who possesses it. The curse dates back to 1631 when the diamond was first mined in India. Legend says that whoever took the diamond from the mine would live a life of wealth and power, but many who tried to profit from the gem ended up dead. The diamond changed hands many times over the centuries, and every time the new owner was met with tragedy. When the diamond was purchased by King Louis XIV of France, he became obsessed with the supposed curse and refused to wear it. Instead, he kept it hidden in a vault. During the French Revolution, however, the diamond was stolen and lost forever. Or was this? Well, in 1811, the gem turned up in London and was bought by Henry Philip Hope, from whom the diamond gets its name. Hope was a banker who specialized in helping people in financial ruin, and it wasn't long before his own personal ruin that he died bankrupt, and the diamond passed to his nephew Francis Hope. He too had a rather sudden accident and died. Over the next few decades, the diamond continued to bring misfortune to its owners, leading many to believe that the curse was real. In 1898, the diamond was bought by Evelyn Walsh McLean. A reporter wrote to her saying, "You have taken a dangerous step, be careful. The Hope Diamond is a cruel mistress. It has a terrible record." Sadly, McLean lost her son shortly after she received the letter. But maybe the curse wasn't real. Maybe it was all just a coincidence. Do you know any other legends or myths that have been forgotten over time? Let me know in the comments below. And remember to stay tuned for more videos like these.